Hello everyone, my name is Kelvin. Now in this video 107, I received a question from one of the participants and um, the question was rather complicated, but I simplify it. The whole gist of it is to convert something that you managed to get from someone a Crosstab report and you would like to convert it into a tabular table based on the data that is given to you in the Crosstab. Now, I have simplified the whole data uh, together. And what happened is that I'm just going to show you how you can use formula for it. Of course, another way to do this is going to be the Power Query. However, he mentioned that he wanted it to be in a formula rather than using the Power Query. All right, so let's take a look at the raw data that's having here. Now, the raw data is here. This is the raw data. And what I've done is I have already converted it into a table. Okay, so let me just take away the filter. So this is the table. If you can see, there's a little dot here. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to turn it into this customer 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Now, there are 2 weeks here. There are 2 weeks here. So therefore, there will be customer 1, there are 2 weeks. Customer 2, there are 2 weeks. Customer 3, there are 2 weeks. That's why the answer here is like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So it's like week 1, week 2, week 1, week 2, week 1, week 2. So we're going to see how we can calculate how many customers are there. So how many customers? So that's one thing that we're going to write here is going to be something like, how are we going to find out how many of them, right? So we're going to put that equals to, now I'm just going to use my mouse and I just point it right at the top here. So when I press enter, it will show me 3 of them. But I don't want it to be 1, 2, 3 like this, but I want it to be how many. Therefore, I go back to my formula and I tell them, can you find out for me if I want you to know, want you to tell me the rows, the number of rows of this table. So it comes back with 3. There you go. It comes back with 3. Now, I will be doing the same for the column. Let's take a look. If I put here equals to this, put it here. So a table of the header, it says there are 1, 2, 3 header. So how many weeks? Actually, there's only 2 weeks. Whatever you found out here, you do not want to include the name. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click here and I say, let's chop off the first one, the first column. I just did the second and the third column. So I'm going to ask Excel to do the drop. Drop this data that I'm having here. I put 1. 1 means 1 column from the, no, I should be, now it says here how many row you want to drop. Now, no row, just column. Column, how many column? 1 column. So you see, I put double comma there. Enter. So there you go. I get week 1 and week 2. So I only want to know how many items are there in this week 1 and week 2. So what I'll do is I will use the function called columns. So columns of whatever that we have got just now, answer is going to be 2. Okay, so that's answer. Now I'm going to push this one up here. So in total, okay, I think I need to do something about this. Drop, yeah. I need to copy this and put it here. Right, so that's 2. And that's the formula. Now I need to know the total record. So if you see 1 customer have 2 weeks, so 3 customers have a total of 6 weeks. So it's basically, it's just taking the 3 multiply with 2. So altogether, I should have 6 rows of data. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? 6 rows of data. So I need to take 1, customer 1. I need to have show week 1 and week 2. Customer 2, week 1 and week 2. Customer 3, week 1 and week 2. So in the event, I have something called week 3. Week 3, do you notice that 3 times 3 is now 9? So I'm not going to have 6, but I'm going to have 9 columns down. I'm just going to remove this one. I'm just going to remove this. So if I add in another customer 4. So there are 4 times 2, 8. There are 8 records altogether. Now I'm just going to put this one back just to let you know that I need this information to be dynamic. All right, so what I'm going to do next is this. Okay, I'm going to put up the formula again. So I'm going to put this formula equals to row. I'm going to copy exactly what is up here, rows of the table. Yeah. This one, okay, close bracket. and I'm going to multiply it with the columns, right? Columns of, I'm going to put a drop of that particular item here, comma, 1, close bracket. Yeah. So when I press enter, oops, I'm going to get 6. So there's a, yeah, double bracket there, right? So the answer is 6. Yes. 1 customer to 2, so I got 3 customer will be 6 row altogether. Now I do not want to answer 6, but I need it to be in the sequential number, which means I want to put here SEQ. Now before I do that, right? Before I do that, I would like to copy this formula. So I copy this formula, make a copy of this. Now I'm going to come in here and say, okay, let's do a sequential number. Sequential number for this. There you go. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember, I have 6 numbers. I have 6 record that I need. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't have 6 customer. I only have 3 customer, which means I'm going to make this one as 1, 1, 2, 2, then 3, 3. Okay, so back to the formula. I'm going to take whatever sequential number that I have here. I'm going to divide it with whatever I copied just now, which is the number of weeks. So if I press enter now, you'll get 0 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. Now I need to make this 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So I need to use something called round up. R-O-U-N-D, up. Round up, whatever value it is, round up to the 0 decimal. So when I press enter, I have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Exactly, right? So that's what I want to do now. So in this example now, I already know that I need to take up number 1 is actually the customer 1, number 2 is actually customer 2, number 3 is the customer 3. So just add on to this, I will tell them, let's look for the information which is your customer name, comma, based on whatever number that produced by the sequences now. All right, so when I press enter, I'll get customer 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So that's how I do it. Now, in case I have another customer here, you see, customer 4, I get this. If I have another week 3, now you see I got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, because one customer have 3 weeks. So that's the purpose of rewriting this, so that it becomes very dynamic. So we have this. So this is going to be the name. So in my next video, I'm going to show you how you can use a few other functions to get the what do you call that, the week number. See the week number. Then followed by the third video, we're going to show the amount for each and every customer for each week. So I need to show in the next video week 1, week 2, then week 1, week 2, week 1, week 2 for each of the customer. All right. So I hope you enjoy this video, you like it. So please like and share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I will see you in part 2, where I'm going to show you how to get the week number. Thank you so much, and see you soon.